Welcome back! We are gonna watch the latest step up between Hulk and Godzilla. Now we're waiting an extra week for this one, and this is gonna be a really interesting one, I think. Hulk is the type of character that tends to get stronger the more angry he gets. He's also, very smart when he's, because Bruce Banner will, especially when it comes to Smart Hulk. Don't know if Smart Hulk is going to be used in this episode. I expect not. I assume it's purely the Hulk. But Hulk is no stranger to fighting big guys. Like, a lot bigger than his own size. I want to say Dormammu, but I don't know if he fought Dormammu. But I was kind of thinking more about the character appeared in the Thor 4 movie. Oh jeez, what was his name? Okay, I don't remember what his name was, but he wasn't for Ragnarok. His name's completely escaped me, and yeah. Anyway, Godzilla, yeah, the destruction of basically Japan's worst nightmare. It always destroys Japan. He might be appearing in other areas in the world too, but he has a particular feeling for Japan specifically. If I remember that correctly. But can the Hulk defeat someone like Godzilla? Well, I don't know. I think it's totally possible. So I don't know if Hulk can beat Godzilla, but you know what? Godzilla hasn't been in a death ball since he fought. Is it Gamera he was called? I think it was. Which is an episode that is my reaction to the episode no longer on YouTube. You know, it's a fine episode for being two creatures fighting each other and all that. Hulk vs. Godzilla might be more interesting because I do like Hulk. I think I'm gonna hope for Hulk to win this one, but I think I'm gonna have to watch the analysis to make a decision before I decide who I think will win. So let's go into the analysis. Alright, let's get this over with, and let's play. Oh wait, that's why. Oh my gosh, that's why I didn't have a sound.
Their weapons, armor, and skills to find out
I was wondering, hey, where's the sound? But the reason why it was no sound for me is because, well, the video was muted.
What is the Hulk? Is he man? Is he monster? Or is he
I guess it's technically a little bit of both.
Green smashing machine, the angry
Yeah,
son of the
Hulk
Gamma
smash.
bomb.
a weapon designed by the greatest gamma scientist of all, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner?
But just before it went off, Bruce had to be a hero and save some dumb schmuck who was hanging around the test site. Damn it, Rick.
Yeah,
That day, Bruce Banner died.
the gamma radiation, I think it's called. It's basically the whole reason why he is the Hulk.
Bruce wears the purple stretch fit.
Standing 8 feet tall and stronger than 10 million men, the Hulk emerges when Banner's anger flares.
Don't make him angry.
Yeah, don't make
You
him
won't
angry
like
or
him
he'll
when he's angry.
Hulk
But
out.
it's even more complex than that. Banner suffers from dissociative identity disorder, with many different Hulks embodying alternate personalities.
Like Joe
Yeah, there's been a
Fixit,
few Hulks
the
throughout the
original
years.
Grey Hulk. He's a cunning gangster and the only Hulk who's got that drip.
The Devil Hulk is a violent, overprotective personality that Banner unintentionally manifested as a result of his father's abuse.
Okay, I've never heard of
shit.
Devil Hulk.
Somebody actually drew
Unless it's
this.
been in the
The
previous
Hulk
episode,
everyone
then I
knows,
don't
the
really
big
remember
guy,
it, but
is known as Savage
generally I
Hulk.
don't heard of
It
it.
seems he also developed from parental abuse, hence his
Robert.
childlike
I've
personality.
never heard Bruce Banner be
Though I'd
referred
argue
to
he's
as
more clever than
Robert.
you'd expect.
The
Interesting.
angrier he is, the stronger he gets, with no limit.
Except for one, Bruce Banner.
Yeah, Bruce
Banner's
Banner is
relationship
basically
with the Hulk
his biggest
is
limit, I guess.
complicated.
Oh, they hate each other.
Mostly. Occasionally, they can come to an understanding. The alter best representing this would be the Professor Hulk, a balanced blend of Banner's brain and the Hulk's brawn.
Yeah,
But
time
this third
travel!
You'll ever meet. But what about when Bruce takes a step back? If he isn't trying to restrain the Hulk, what do you get?
The Green Scar.
The World Breaker!
Without Bruce's
Yeah,
temperament,
World Breaker.
the Hulk's power
That
and
is something they
fury
mentioned when he was up
surges,
against
mixing
this
Savage's
Dragon Ball
rising
character.
strength with the personality and cunning of a warlord.
Which
The
might
Green
have been the
Scar
last
is
time
no
Hulk
mere
was in
superhero.
Death Ball.
He's a king and
I
a
think.
conqueror.
Hulk is strong enough to lift 150 billion tons of rock, jump from New Mexico to Florida in a single bound, and shake all the dimensions connected by the crossroads at once. He was pinned down by the spear of Proxima Midnight, which holds the weight of a star, and was fine. And when we say World Breaker, we mean it. While sparring with Red She-Hulk, the two of them shattered a whole planet.
At one point, he was bound in chains forged from the essence of the first firmament, the manifestation of the first universe, which could bind eternity itself. Not even Galactus was capable of saving eternity alone, and the Hulk just broke it. By himself.
Oh, okay.
Maybe Thor should rethink
So he's
calling
broken
himself the
eternity,
strongest
basically.
Avenger, especially since the Avengers first assembled because none of them could take down Hulk on their own.
Speaking of Thor, the Hulk consistently battles on par with him, even when he held the Odin Force, with which he could command his hammer through infinite distances and match the power of Null, who killed countless Celestials. Even without it, Mjolnir can cross the universe in seconds.
Hulk tore a universe apart with just a clap. Good luck with that, Hammer Man. But the green guy's got way more going on than just brute strength.
As the Hulk's power stems from gamma, he can utilize and absorb it and other radiation in various ways.
Yeah, like regenerating from fatal wounds. Even getting ripped apart by Wolverine barely slows him down.
Yeah, he has a
The
really
greater he
good
gets,
healing
the
factor.
more
Oh,
regenerating cells
great,
his
I
body
guess.
produces.
It gets weirder. Did you know that if he absorbs enough gamma, he can shoot lasers from his eyes and read people's
Okay,
minds?
laser, that's
also,
new.
He can see ghosts and give him a good old-fashioned Hulk smash.
Hulk can break through the boundaries of comic book borders themselves into the empty white between panels, a gutter space beyond time and concept.
What, like how She-Hulk can for some reason break the fourth wall and talk to the reader? Oh, wait, that makes sense now. It's all gamma.
Exactly.
Yeah,
In
very
real
much.
life, gamma rays are electromagnetic radiation similar to X-rays.
But in Marvel Comics, gamma comes from hell.
On Earth 616, gamma radiation is an electromagnetic frequency that can manifest as either a wave, a particle, or something else. Something that nobody really understands.
Except for Bruce.
That's right. Dr. Banner is a certified genius with 7 PhDs. According to Norman Osborn, he's the 4th smartest person on the planet.
And
Fourth
that's
smartest.
comparing him to big brains
Okay,
like
I guess there's
Reed,
someone
Doom,
behind-
and Tony.
Banner built the
Yeah, I was just about
Arclighter
to say it.
Synchrotron,
Mr.
a
Fantastic
machine
and
that can
Tony.
scan the entire multiverse with the speed
They
of
beat
a
me to it, though.
hypermind. He created the Gamma Core, which could rupture space-time between universes. He built an interstellar radio on a deserted planet without any pre-established technology. He wired up Hulk like a starship, piloting him from the mindscape within. He even built an ultimate nullifier. In fact, the original intent of his Gamma Bomb was to be non-lethal, only targeting inorganic material.
But Thunderbolt Ross wanted something with a bit more boom. Hey, can't blame him.
Fearing its ramifications, Banner developed the Gamma Bomb on his own, keeping its design secret. In the process, he tapped into an unknown form of gamma energy that breaks down reality and mutates it beyond actuality. On that fateful day, he opened the Green Door.
You know how we said the bomb killed Bruce? That wasn't some flowery metaphor or whatever. He died and came back as Hulk.
Came back from the below place, the
Okay.
hell beneath hell, the lowest possible dimension of reality.
It's trippy, but whenever Hulk dies, he goes there. Then a green door opens and he goes back to where he was before. Easy as that. It doesn't matter if he's been atomized, sliced up into jars, or digested
mean that
by
Hulk
werewolves.
is-
If he goes through the door, he's back, ready to rumble. The green door did
I
get
mean, it's
locked
not
into a red door, but he's
entirely
easily
moral,
broken
but he
through
has a
multiple
lot of-
times. Not a problem.
It turns out
Immortality?
that third form of gamma, this anomaly from the bedrock of hell, spawns from none other than the one below all, the dark side of the one above all.
That's right, God has a Hulk, and it wants Bruce to bring about the end of all things. But Hulk just said, nah.
So, what is the Hulk? An uncontrollable monster? A prison for a tortured soul? A super weapon for Armageddon?
Don't overthink it, Wiz. Hulk is Hulk, and Hulk's
Yeah, Hulk
the
is still Hulk.
strongest one there is.
Alright, Godzilla.
The year
Okay.
was 1946. The press gathered at Bikini Atoll to witness the power of the nuclear bomb.
The
But
monster
many
of all
leagues beneath their
monsters.
feet, something ancient stirred.
Godzilla, the king of the monsters. He was pretty pissed off over the worst wake-up ever, so he swam to Japan for one hell of a crash out.
Japan was still
Yeah,
recovering
Japan
from the
is
war,
always in
so
the
seeing
middle
this
of all this.
mutilated radioactive monster towering high like a mushroom cloud wasn't just frightening, it seemed prophetic. The bomb was just the beginning. Man had sparked the end of times.
Complete with googly eyes and the most epic roar ever.
Over the years, there have been many iterations of the beast.
Between movies, TV, comics, and cartoons, there's at least 27 different Godzillas stomping around. Not
27?
including Manila,
Oh
the
my god.
Scrappy-Doo of
Can you imagine if
kaiju.
all
Sorry,
came at
that's
once?
insulting to Scrappy-Doo.
Despite the variety,
Oh, they're
Godzilla
doomed.
is somewhat consistent, so we'll examine his entire history, focusing on the larger releases. In most iterations, Godzilla is a rare theropod that went dormant for millions of years before nuclear bombs mutated it into a gargantuan radioactive monster.
Standing 165 feet tall, at minimum, Goji smashes through skyscrapers with ease. He's so casual about bullets and rockets, they might as well be gnats. And the bombs did so much more than just pump up his size. He's got atomic breath.
A concentrated beam or spray of radioactive heat. With an estimated range of 1,100 miles, it can exceed 500,000 degrees Celsius, almost 90 times hotter than
That's
the
hot.
surface of the sun.
But depending on how much radiation he's absorbed, or life energy from a giant pterodactyl, he can do way more with it.
His red spiral ray is a supercharged version that doubles in heat and power, and spins.
Or he can blast it out of his back and fly. Well, he could always do that, I guess. Look at him go.
With enough energy built up, Godzilla can blast a nuclear pulse out of his whole body, creating a massive wave of atomic destruction.
His brain
Yeah.
laser can even break through
If there's not a lot of
dimensions, like
destruction
when he
in this
found himself
episode, in
face-to-face
this
with a
default
giant
fight,
piloted by
I'm gonna start questioning
That's
everything.
Miko?
Uh-huh. There's also
Every
a number of
Hulk and now
era-exclusive
Godzilla
powers.
is,
Shin
you
Godzilla
know,
can fire
putting those
rays
two
from
together
his
is gonna be a
tail.
lot of
Hanna-Barbera
destruction.
Godzilla can fire rays from his eyes. Pew, pew.
Effectively a living nuclear reactor, Shin possesses a natural phased array radar that can detect and attack threats automatically. And Godzilla Earth, who grew over 1,000 feet tall across 2,000 years, could make a barrier only penetrable by kaiju that can bypass physics.
And don't forget, Big G can ball with the best of them. After Charles Barkley got him his own pair of Nikes, Godzilla got busy.
You know, it's kind of hard to emphasize just how impressively terrifying Godzilla can be when you're bringing up this sort of thing.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah?
true.
Why don't you find a better spokesperson for Dr. Pepper? Fine, let's talk about when his presence boiled the entire Arctic Ocean, or how he picked up and threw Biolante, which weighed 200,000 tons, or when he no-sold not one, not two, but 3 meteors.
Including the Permian period extinction event that happened about 200 million years
Okay.
ago.
Then he went to hell.
How
fought
far
some
was it?
fucked up
How far in
versions of
between
God
was it
and
between
Satan,
those
and
meters? Was it
atomic
years,
breath
or
that
did they all
Space
come at
Godzilla
once?
so hard that he blew up the
Does it
whole
feel like that
planet.
matters?
That's scary enough for you? God, I want a Dr. Pepper.
With such awesome might, he's battled the most dangerous of foes.
Yeah, even
King
fought
Ghidorah
King
and
Kong
Gigan.
at
In
some
Godzilla
point.
vs. Megalon, Gigan flew from the M Hunter Nebula to Earth in 24 seconds. And that nebula is 30,000 light years away.
But sadly, OG Goji got done in by the cruelest weapon ever.
The Oxygen Destroyer. Developed in secret by Dr. Serizawa, this weapon could suffocate and liquefy molecules. The ramifications of such a weapon were so detrimental, Serizawa took the secrets of its design to his early grave.
He got lucky. It doesn't matter what you throw at Godzilla. He never really dies. You can blow off his head, explode him from the inside, or crush him in a black hole. Then he'll come back.
Or evolve into an even more powerful form. Godzilla's always possessed heightened adaptation, but many iterations clearly showcase instantaneous evolution.
And super forms. He's gone
Super
full Shonen
forms?
and powered up a few times. So much so he almost kicked off a
This
nuclear winter just
this
by
monster has
existing.
a
Even the
has
Oxygen
a
Destroyer could
has a
permanently
Super
end
Saiyan
the
mode?
first Godzilla. His ghost possessed a robot, his bones summoned another Godzilla, and he rose as an undead revenant hell-bent on destroying Japan.
Okay, why Japan? Couldn't he pick on some other country?
He's stomped around the Americas a few times, but it just isn't the same. Godzilla is intrinsically linked with Japan, a symbol of both their devastation
Yes,
and
Hulk gotta go to
resilience.
Japan,
A
man.
reminder of the threat of nuclear war and what awaits those who peer too deeply into the unknown. But also, Japan's in Godzilla's perceived territory. To him, a stomping through Osaka is just another patrol.
He's not always so bad, though. He can be super protective, defending other monsters, his own kid, and sometimes even people. I'd say there's two types of Godzillas: the monster of nature's wrath and the guardian of planet Earth.
Well, there is a third type, but to understand that, we should first answer a question. How does Godzilla walk?
On two legs, Wiz.
Yeah, on
obviously.
two legs.
But according to Square Cube law, those legs should be crushed under his own weight.
Oh, God, here we go again.
A creature like Godzilla cannot realistically exist. This proved to be an elusive question for decades, even highlighted in Shin Godzilla, until a new theory was presented in the anime Singular Point. If Godzilla can't exist in our reality, what if he's from a different one?
What? Like he's an alien from another dimension?
Exactly! What if all kaiju come from a higher plane of existence with no regard for the known laws of physics? This dimension enters
guess
our reality in the
that's a
form
possibility.
of archetype, a transtemporal conceptual particle.
It's that red dust that's floating all over the place.
This archetype can enter any timeline to terraform the Earth and all of reality so that kaiju can exist. This theoretically explains why various Godzillas appear in so many universes. They all trace back to one singular point: Godzilla Ultima.
Sporting the wide grin of a demonic Oni, Ultima is vicious. Just walking through Tokyo started 1,000 earthquakes around Japan. Even his own blood is a weapon.
Over 300 feet tall and growing ever more as archetype distorts the universe, Ultima's existence implies a far more complex origin for all Godzillas. Godzilla is a test for humanity, a challenge laid out by an eldritch entity from a dimension
challenge that
incapable
there's
of
a chance they can
perceiving or
wipe out the
comprehending.
entire human
It's
race
kinda
then.
like how when we move an
It's like a
object, the
challenge
shadow
that
changes.
is
We get why
pervert-
that happened. But to someone who exists in only a 2D
You know,
plane,
it's a
the
challenge
shadow
to
looks
try
like
to
it just randomly transformed into something totally
you know, get rid of you.
Crazy to think about. Come a really long way from Big Lizard Smash Building, huh?
This shadow, this wannabe god, desires to play with and destroy every single universe.
And Godzilla is its avatar.
Through Ultima, this entity sees the universe as an interactable fiction and can control causality. Ultima himself is a singular point, one of many gateways through which the entity can tamper with reality.
Think of it this way. If something happens that the entity doesn't like, it can just say, that thing didn't actually happen, and presto, it no longer happened.
That's not to say such an event can't happen in the moment of occurrence, but the entity disconnects cause and effect and nullifies events in retrospect without regard for time.
Yeah, I'm worried about Hulk. They're
Now, my
really
head
hugging
hurts.
up them, the Godzilla now,
Ultima
right
tried
now.
to bring about a catastrophe that would end the universe in like a week's time. So, a wacky robot and a time-traveling Alexa used a supercomputer and this familiar-looking doohickey
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to zap all of Archetype into its final form, cutting off the entity's connection to the universe.
But not killing it. Because while each Godzilla has its differences, one thing remains certain.
Godzilla is immortal, and that makes him the king.
Immoral, huh? The Hulk is very much impressive. It's definitely a lot more impressive than I had it. Tissue. I can't speak. The Hulk is more powerful than I imagined him to be in the first place. At least in this circumstances, I guess. I mean, the Hulk has been coming and killed, basically, ripped to pieces, and he always finds the green door and comes back. Yeah. The Hulk is no pushover, and no matter which version of Hulk, I think that's it, he always finds a way to come back. And then there's Godzilla. Energy is using his body as energy, or whatever it's said. Super forms coming from what is seemingly another dimension or a universe or something like that. Yeah, Godzilla is. I honestly do want the Hulk to win because he's no stranger to fighting this type of gigantic creatures, and he has won on multiple occasions, of course. But this is Godzilla. You know, I'm rooting for the Hulk, but I think Godzilla has this one. With all the dimension, or all the reality sort of thing, and the super form, I guess you can call it, where it basically goes Super Saiyan sort, I guess. And the whole, yeah, sure, Godzilla has apparently been outside of Japan, in America, but it's just not the same, apparently, because, you know, it's also very associated with Japan and all that. You know, I think I'm just gonna call this era. This section very short and just go right into the death ball because I don't have much to say. I'm going to Hulk to win. Godzilla is the one that's going to win though. So let's see if I'm right. Let's find out who is the better one. Godzilla, are we going to win? Well, let's find out.
Look at the skulls, gaze into their eyes.
Okay, we have a new shirt announcement. I kinda let this play first.
You've fallen into my evil trap. I order you, right now, go to deathbattle.gg.
Wiz, it didn't work. They're still here.
What's... no, Boomstick, this is terrible. How can I get them to go to the Death Battle website?
Just tell them about all the cool Death Battle stuff they'll find, like a bunch of exclusive merch, every episode ever, even ones not on YouTube, and a bunch of behind-the-scenes goodies. So how about it, guys? Go to www.deathbattle.gg.
All right, you heard them. Don't make a liar out of Boomstick. Go to deathbattle.gg.
Yeah, go check out the website. Maybe I'll leave a link to it in my video too.
Set. We've run the data through all
if I remember to.
It's time for a death battle!
Alright! Hulk, please win, but I think it's Godzilla. I'm expecting a lot of destruction. Apparently Godzilla can protect humans though. I mean, Hulk already does something like that anyway, so... There's wall breaker. Alright, here comes the Hulk. Fight! Oh, come on, Hulk, you gotta do better than that. Hulk smash! Oh my gosh! Yeah,
right, Hulk.
that looks
Time
kind
for
of
me to
painful.
take over. We don't want any trouble.
No! Hulk stays!
I guess he's healing himself now. Yep. There comes the solar beam!
You think you're strong? I scan the world!
Oh wow. Godzilla keep losing his head. Okay. There's gonna be a running team in this episode, isn't it? If something wrong goes on, happens with the head all the time. Like jaw breaks and his head being gone and oh, we got the thunderclap. Will the planet survive though? That's I kinda worry for a planet actually, to be honest.
Stupid lizard.
Wait, it can't be over yet. No, it can't be over. There's a fake out. I saw it coming. Okay, Hulk is gonna come back too, right? To that green door. Yeah, there it is.
I think I understand.
Okay.
It's been days since the battle began, and the red dust is spreading.
Days?
Godzilla
Oh my
has
gosh,
grown
that'd be
in
funny
size,
for
but
days.
We believe we are.
How does it work?
Well, smash.
Okay, I see you got the gauntlet.
Trillion to 1 and rising. That's the odds.
The only thing missing is the Infinity Stones.
Chance to nullify the madness behind the monster. 2 + 2 is 5. A right angle is 80 degrees. This element is beyond what we can perceive. Like gamma.
Hulk keeps coming back. Hulk keeps dying and going back. Oh wow.
A trillion. I just need 1. You did it, big guy. We did it.
So, okay.
Okay, run this by me.
Yeah, please run this by me.
Complicated, so let's break this down into 3 categories. First up, power. Most versions of Godzilla can shrug off black holes and extinction level events, tag beyond light speed foes like Gigan, blow up planets. However, the Hulk is beyond that.
The big guy clapped a universe to bits and shook the infinite dimensions linked to the crossroads. In a straight fight with a classic Godzilla, 616 Hulk smashes the power advantage.
But factoring in Ultima changes things. The entity sees all of space-time and can manipulate its results at a whim. No matter how strong the Hulk got, Ultima could potentially negate it.
But Hulk broke chains made of the first firmament, which could overwhelm eternity.
An abstract concept of a being not entirely unlike Ultima's entity.
Even a small piece of the first firmament could break the multiverse. Plus, Hulk kept up with Odin Force Thor, who is also on a celestial level of power.
So the gap in power becomes nebulous. Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima from the equation, neither held a clear advantage in power and stats.
Especially
Yeah.
when you look at their immortality.
This was practically a never-ending death loop. Even with their healing factors, both could technically kill each other, but then just come right back.
The green door
Yeah, Hulk
instantly
already came
appears
back
when
multiple
Hulk
times
goes to
in
the
this
below
fight,
place,
so-
and the higher dimensional entity could always summon a replacement Godzilla avatar. So both Hulk and Godzilla could not stay dead.
Unless they could somehow prevent what was happening in those other dimensions. So let's examine the layers of their multiverses. Marvel's cosmos has infinite higher dimensions, which themselves are transcended by the astral plane, the superflow, and so on until you reach the House of Ideas, the domain of the one above all.
Since the one below all mirrors the one above all, the below place mirrors the House of Ideas. Get it?
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse is just as vast and infinite, but does not have the same sort of transcending layers above and below. This means the below place, the Hulk's respawn point and source of power, is out of the entity's reach.
So the real question is, if they both can't die and Ultima's entity can't affect the below place, could Hulk somehow stop the entity before it destroyed the universe?
It all comes down to Gamma and Archetype. Ultima was defeated in the anime by using a trans-temporal superdimension calculator operating at infinite speeds to activate the orthogonal diagonalizer, turning Archetype against itself.
Ultima endlessly spews this stuff, so there's plenty to work with. And Hulk can reach into comic book gutter space, so he should be able to reach through a singular point. But that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have defeated Godzilla in the past, is an expert on particles from a greater dimension that mutate reality beyond our understanding.
Who made a device with those particles that breaks space-time, like the diagonalizer? Who made a supercomputer that scanned the infinite multiverse with the speed of a hypermind, like the dimension calculator? Hell, the guy made an interstellar radio out of sticks and stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate nullifier. It's like he was made for this.
The Green Door waits for no Hulk, including Banner. Even if Ultima's catastrophe destroyed the universe, the door could deposit Banner in a different universe and he could continue the fight.
He had all the time in the infinite multiverse.
There was only one way this could end, and only one person who could make it so.
Even among gods and monsters, man was the Ultima weapon.
The winner is Bruce Banner.
Alright, congratulations, the whole...
Death battle.
Okay, is the actual next? No, okay, it's not. This is another one.
Subscribe and join
Okay,
us
we
to
some
see
Maka.
more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Okay, I think I need to start talking about the next one. Because in the Kickstarter, they had put up Ash versus Yugi, I think his name was, as episode 200. And that has changed. So that one is no longer episode 200, which is quite interesting. Instead we have Ruby versus Maka, which is, I guess, the Ruby show versus, I don't know, it doesn't say. But actually, the Ruby is the character from Ruby. So that one is interesting, the fact that Ash's episode is not the next one. Could that one come after? Or is it gonna get the Megamind episode first, and then we get Ash? Cause, whoa. Okay, I just noticed something weird on my camera. Okay, that was weird. Whoa, okay, that is weird. Okay, I'm very curious if that is something that happens, in the end there. That's really weird. You know, there's a weird lag going on. I don't know if that comes in the final version, because I haven't edited this one yet, but that's kind of weird. Okay, I don't know if that fixes it. Okay, about this one. Now that was a really good episode. I really enjoyed this fight and animation. It was really good. The Hulk definitely is a lot stronger than I expected him to be. I didn't take into consideration the one beyond all, above all and below all. I didn't take those into consideration. I didn't take those into consideration at all. So, okay, OBS is that is really weird. I hope it's not been that through the whole video. OBS is acting a bit weird for some reason. I hope it's just in the recording that it's not actually like that when I'm editing it, but that could be the case. If it is, I'm very sorry. I can't do anything about it. I don't know why it does that. Kind of weird. Anyway, so yeah, the Hulk wins this one apparently. Because he has infinite number of possibilities, I guess, or tries. But it did say Godzilla is immortal, and if he's immortal, then he can't die. So he did die. So he's not entirely immoral, but yeah, this is a really good episode. After seeing this particular episode, kind of makes me want to see the King Kong versus Donkey Kong episode more. Just because that's another one of those small versus big character episode that was, you know, that could be interesting to see, and yeah, I don't know, maybe it could work. With that said, I did enjoy this episode. It was really good. Let me know what you thought about this episode by posting down in the comments below. A link to the version video is of course in the description, as well as somewhere in the corner, probably. That's gonna be fun to see the next one. A little weird that it's not the Ash episode, because it was marketed as episode 200 in the Kickstarter. But I guess sometimes you just need more work. And then in the case of Pokemon, it makes sense because it's a lot of episodes to get through. You know, if you want to get through the best with Ash, after all. I mean, assuming it's an army battle, or not just Ash and Pikachu. Hello? I assume it's gonna be a 6-on-6 battle. In the style of a Pokemon battle, basically. Or something that goes in the style of both shows. I don't know, I haven't seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Or whatever since I was a kid, probably. If I've seen it at all, so I don't know, I feel like they have a similar structure to the Pokemon, where it's 1-1 till, you know, both has all of their teammates fall. Yeah, so there could be a situation like that where, hey, here goes 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, until there's only one left. Or, you know, someone like Pikachu completely annihilates and destroys Yugi. So anyway, that was a so distracting. Anyway, that was a fun episode. I really did enjoy this one. So, I'm just gonna start repeating myself right now. So, I think I'm gonna end this episode right here. If you've been, I just want to mention one last thing. If you've been following my community tab, I started posting the kind of death ball matchups lately. At least one, as of the time of recording this one. Probably more will come future. If you would like to, vote on those, feel free to do so. It's not much, but it's just a point of it, what I felt like doing. And hey, once I have it off there, maybe I review them. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna make any promises. But with that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, where it's time for the Ruby episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Miniature 96 signing out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.